Hi children, hope all of you are fine and safe at home. We started lessons from history and geography. Then you have a question. What about civics? Yes, today we are going to start the civics lessons. Civics related to the social and political life where we live. So we are starting the first lesson from civics, diversity. India is a country of diversity. Among this diversity, we are keeping a unity. So let's learn more about the diversities in our country. Dear students, our first lesson in civics, understanding diversity. First, we should understand the meaning of the lesson. Each individual is unique. We want to recognize our individual differences. Diversity means variety and being different. It is a product of different geography, culture, history, and it is more than that, just tolerating the differences of each other. It is also respecting and understanding the varied differences among the individuals in the society. So, let's learn more about diversity and what diversity adds to our lives. Do you think diversity adds something to our life? Yes, it provides knowledge, excitement, and understanding. Like if you are staying in your hometown for a long or your entire life, you will do the same thing again and again because you are not seeing anything new and you will do the particular thing in the same way, or you think the same thought and talk to the same people and will not be able to learn nothing new. So, this is because diversity adds a lot of things to our life. Next is diversity, our strength. How diversity our strength? Most people views diversity as their strength. This is because diverse people have diverse perspective. We can view problems from many different angles and decide on different ways a particular problem. So we can think differently, we can imagine differently. So diversity is our strength. Next we can see how did India become like this? Or India became the diversity is the major aspect of India. As we all know that in India there are different religion, different culture, different language, different festivals, and we eat various types of foods. So these all led India to be a diverse country. Are all kind of differences a part of our diversity? No, because there are many differences such as inequality and economic background, etc. We will see that in later. Can diversity also be a part of unity? Yes, because India is a land of unity in diversity. Here, people of different caste, language, etc. live together. What is diversity means? Diversity means understanding that each individual is unique and also recognizing our individual differences. The differences can be, or these differences can be seen in race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, socio-economic status, age, physical abilities, religious beliefs, political beliefs, or other ideologies such as the different languages we speak, etc. The differences can be seen, or now you can see the three children around your age have drawn the figures. Use the empty box to draw your human figure. Is it possible that your drawing is similar to any of the others? The chances that your drawing is quite different or entirely different from other three. Now the question is why? This is because each one of us are unique and our drawing style also unique. Now here are some questions given and it is given in the textbook. You complete the answers. After the class, you can do that. If we are doing this work in the class, how many of you have similar answers? Just imagine. Is there anyone whose list matches your exactly? Probably not. But many of your answers may be similar, but it is not exactly similar to the, or it is not exactly similar to your friends. Now, you must have recognized that you people are different from each other, or how your classmates are different. Now, making friends. In your textbook, there is a story of Samir Ek and Samir Do. Just read the story. Now, I will just explain the story. It is about, do you think it would be easy for you to make friends with someone who was very different from you? There can be two answers, yes or no. Here is a story related to this because we are talking about the lesson diversity. So the diversity related to different language, religion, cultures, etc. All that cannot be a barrier to become friends. Okay? Now let's listen to a story. After the class, you can read the textbook or read the story. Here the two persons. We are going to meet two persons, Samir Ek and Samir Do. Here they are coming from different background. Their religion is different, their language is different, their economic background is different. First meeting between Samir Ek and Samir Do. Samir Ek is describing about the boy whom he used to see at the Janapat crossing at the busy intersection. Every time when his cycle passed, the newspaper seller boy, that is Samir Do, ran after him holding out the English paper and screaming out the evening headlines in a mixture of Hindi and English words. One day, what happened? Samir Ek is stopped by the perman and asked Samir Do for the Hindi paper. When Samir Do heard the Samir Ek is asking for the Hindi paper, he was very much surprised and his mouth fell open. Samir Do asked Samir Ek, "Do you know Hindi?" Samir Ek, while making payment for the paper, said that, "Yes, I know Hindi and even I can read and write in Hindi." Hindi was one of the subjects I had studied in my school. When Samir Do heard about the word subject, he asked what is the subject means because he had never been to school. So he doesn't know the meaning of the subjects. When Samir Ek is trying to say the answer, the traffic light is changed and he has to move. So their conversation stopped there. Their first meeting stopped there. So Samir Ek is he was coming from a well family and he got proper education. He knows Hindi, English, etc. But Samir, though, was a poor boy. He only know the mother tongue Hindi. The next day, the second meeting between Samir Ek and Samir Do. The next day, Samir Do was having a smile on his face and he was holding out a Hindi newspaper. And in the mixture of Hindi and English, he was saying, "Aap bhaiya, ye subject ka cheez hai." Subject, the English word. Among this question, subject is an English word. It sounded strange on his tongue. It sounded like the other meaning in English to be ruled by someone. Samir Ek explained that subject is something to study and asked him, did he ever been to school? Never, he answered and proudly said, began working when I was so high. He was trying to measure his height with the cycle. First, my mother used to come with me, but I can do it all alone, he was saying proudly. Then Samir Ek asked, where is your mother now? But the traffic light again changed, so Samir Do could not able to complete his answer. And he heard a yell, Samir Ek heard a yell from his behind, and that is, she is in Meerut. He was trying to say, where is his mother? She is in Meerut. The next day, the third meeting between Samir Do and Samir Ek. Samir Do, who was newspaper selling boy, asked Samir Ek's name. He answered, my name is Samir. Then the newspaper boy said, so both are Samir. So you are Samir Ek and I am Samir Do. So because both their names are same, so he was suggesting you are Samir Ek and I am Samir Do. And he was he was very happy because he was trying to ask that in English. So he was trying to learn English. The next day, that is the last meeting, Samir Ek again met Samir Do, but he did not have his usual smile on his face, and he told to Samir Ek that there was a trouble in Meerut. So Samir Ek told, "Yes, I have read the headlines that there is a communal riots in the Meerut." Samir Dost said, "He is a Muslim, Samir, and his all family members are in Meerut," and his eyes filled with tears. After hearing this, Samir Ek trying to console Samir Do, and that was the last day Samir Ek had ever seen Samir Do. So this is a story of making friends. Even they are coming from different economic background, different religion, their language is different. Anyway, they are trying to make friends. So it is not these differences, the diversity is not a barrier to make friends each other. Name 3 ways in which Samir Ek and Samir Do were different. So they were different mainly in 3 ways. First one is their language is different. They speak different languages. While Samir Ek is more familiar with English, Samir Do speaks Hindi. Although they both are more at home in different languages, they still communicate with each other. So here what you have to keep in mind is that a difference in language is not a barrier if you really want to do friendship with somebody or communicate with each other. Second point is religious and cultural background. Both are comes from different religious and cultural background. Samir Ek is a Hindu while Samir Do is a Muslim. So that also not a barrier to make friends with each other. The third one is education. In addition to their diverse religious and cultural background, there are other ways Samir Ek and Samir Do were different. Samir Ek goes to school, but Samir Do sells newspaper. He doesn't get a chance to go to school. Causes of inequality. So, perhaps you have noticed that there are several people in the area where you live who are poor and who don't have enough to eat or wear, and sometimes not even a place to live in. This difference is not the same as the one we have seen earlier. Samir Do did not have the opportunity to attend school, while Samir Ek goes to school. In this story, Samir Do did not have the opportunity. Perhaps you noticed that there are several people in the area where you live this way. So inequality, this is an inequality because our constitution guarantees equality to all its citizens. Inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunities that are available to the other person. In this story, Samir Do did not get the opportunity that the Samir Ek have. So inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunity that are available to the others. Another is caste system. It is another example of inequality. According to this, society was divided into different groups depending upon the work that people did, and they were supposed to remain in those groups. For example, if your parents were potters, you could only become a potter, nothing else. This created a situation of inequality. And because you are not supposed to change your profession, it was not considered necessary for you to know anything more than what you needed in your profession. This created situation of inequality. You will read more about this and other inequalities in the following chapters. In India, from the medieval period onwards, this untouchability was prevailing in Indian society. And this is creating a situation of inequality. Next, we want to learn more about what does diversity add to our lives. Just like Samir Ek and Samir Do became friends, you might have friends who are very different from you. You have probably eaten different kinds of food in their homes, celebrate different festivals together, tried out to wear their clothes, and learned some of their languages as well. You may be probably reading and hearing stories and adventures about different animals. And people, and even perhaps you have enjoy making up stories yourself. Some may have lived in forests close to animals and chosen to write of their fights and friendship. Others read real accounts of kings and queens. Many young people feel happy when they read a good story because it gives them a lot of ideas to make up more stories. People who write stories get their ideas from all sorts of different places, from books and real life, and from their imagination. Just imagine the storytellers and writers that you have heard and read. They were forced to live in a place where all people were the same two colors, red and white, ate the same food, took care of the same two animals, the deer and cat, and to entertain themselves played snakes and ladders. What kind of stories do you think they would write? There is nothing new. So, diversity adds something to our life. Diversity in India. India is a country of many diversities. We speak different languages, have various types of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions. But actually, if you think about it, we do many things that are similar except but we do them in different ways. We are celebrating different festivals, eating different types of food, but we are doing in different ways but the similar thing. How do we explain diversity? We learned in history people move from one place to another for different reasons, either lack of water or resources, and that how they used to learn each other's culture. A little more than 200 years ago, or long before the train, aeroplane, bus, or car became a part of our lives, people traveled from one part of the world to another in ships, on horses, on camels, or on foot. Often they went in search of new lands. Sometimes they began to make their homes in new places. People began to change a little, and at other times they managed to do things in the old ways. So their language, food, music, religions become a mixture of the old and the new. And out of this intermixing of cultures came something new and different. The history of many places shows us how many different cultures, influences have helped to shape life and culture there. Thus, regions became very diverse because of their unique histories. Similarly, diversity also comes about when people adapt their lives to the geographical area in which they live. For example, living near the sea is quite different from living in a mountainous area. For our other example, if you are wearing cotton clothes in Shimla, you cannot wear cotton dress because it is very cool. So people have to live here to want to adapt themselves according to the geographical area. Let us try to understand what we mean when we say the historical and geographical factors influence the diversity of a region. We can do this by reading the life of two different parts of the country, Kerala and Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountains in the eastern part of the Jammu and Kashmir. Very little agriculture is possible here, since this region does not receive any rain and is covered in snow for a large part of the year. People here keep sheep and goats. The goats in this region are special because they produce pashmina wool. The people eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. Ladakh did not attract its shares of traders. It was considered a good trade route as it had many passes through which caravans traveled to what is today called Tibet. Another one is Kerala. Kerala is a state in the southwest corner of India. It is surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other. Arab travelers also came and settled down here. Ibn Battuta, who traveled here a little less than 700 years ago, wrote a travelogue in which he described the lives of Muslims and says that they were a highly respected community. The Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship. Because all of these various historical influences, people in Kerala practice different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. The fishing nets used here look exactly the Chinese fishing nets and are called cheenavala. Even the utensil used for frying is called cheenachatti, and it is believed that the word cheen would have come from China. The fertile land and climate are suited to growing rice, and a majority of people here eat rice, fish, and vegetables. While Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features, the history of both regions has seen similar cultural influences. Now, let's say unity in diversity. India's diversity has always been recognized as a source of its strength. When the British ruled India, women and men from different cultural, religious, and regional backgrounds came together to oppose them. India's freedom movement had thousands of people of different backgrounds in it. They worked together, they went to jail together, and they found different ways to oppose British. The people showed how they could be different and yet be united in their battle against the British. Songs and symbols that emerged during the freedom struggle serve as a constant reminder of our country's rich tradition of respect for diversity. In his book, The Discovery of India, Jawaharlal Nehru says that Indian unity is not something imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper and within its fold. The widest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced, and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. It was Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity to describe the country. India's national anthem, composed by Rabindranath Tagore, also considered the expression of unity in India. I think you get an idea of the diversity. Now, children, let's recall what we learned. Understanding diversity. Diversity in India. India is a country of many diversities. We speak different languages, have various types of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions. But actually, we do many things that are similar except, but we do them in different ways. Clear? We have different diversity of cultures, languages, food, festivals, etc. But we do them in different ways. There are different things, but we do them in a different ways, but all have a similar accept. Inequality. Even though there is inequality exists in the society. What's the definition for inequality? Inequality comes about when a person does not have resources and opportunities that are available to other person. You just recall the story of Samir Ek and Samir Do. So, if a person does not getting the opportunities and resources that are available to the other person, this is inequality. Our constitution guarantees equality to all its citizens. So, otherwise it is inequality. Another example of inequality, caste system. It also prevailed in Indian society. Even it was banned by law, still this system was seen in somewhere. According to this, society was divided into different groups, depending upon the work that people did. And they were supposed to remain in those groups. Diversity also comes about when people adapt their lives to the geographical area in which they live. That example we learned, the example of Kerala and Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert area in Jammu and Kashmir. Kerala in the southern part of India, located near the sea, a coastal region. And how the geographical differences influence these two states in India, Kerala and Ladakh. Unity in diversity. India's diversity has always been recognized as a source of its strength. When British ruled India, the people showed how they could be different and yet be united in their battle against the British. So, British thought that they can easily divide India, but people showed their unity in their battle against the British. Songs and symbols are also considered as the symbol of unity or our country's rich tradition of respect for diversity. Indian flag was used as a symbol of protest against the British by the people everywhere. So these all are used for the symbol of our unity in diversity. Actually, who coined the term unity in diversity? It was used by our the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, Chacha, children's Chacha ji, who coined the phrase unity in diversity to describe the country. In his book, The Discovery of India, Jawaharlal Nehru says that Indian unity is not something that imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper and within its forward. The widest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced, and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. India's national anthem, composed by Rabindranath Tagore, is another expression of unity of India. Do you know in what ways the national anthem described this unity? Just go through the national anthem of India and find out how it described the unity of our country. Do you know the story of Indian flag? It was used as a symbol of protest against the British by the people everywhere. You have a worksheet in this lesson. Before doing this worksheet, you want to read the textbook well and complete the textbook 2 exercise. In page number 1, first page, you want to draw the human figure and compare the figure with the other three given in the textbook. And also, in page number 8, you have an activity, complete the table. List at least 3 different ways in which people in India do the following. One of the possible answers has been provided for you already. The remaining boxes you try to fill. Use only pencil to write in the textbook. And read the textbook well. And you have a worksheet. This answer you write. You can write it in the back side of your notebook. List 3 ways in which the different geographical location of Kerala and Ladakh influence the following. The food people eat, the clothes they wear, the work they do. Read the textbook well and find out these answers. Okay. Now take a notebook and write some notes. Answer the following questions. Take a notebook and write it down. First question, explain the diversity in India. First point, India is a country of many diversities. Second point, we speak different languages, have various types of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions. Third point, but actually we do many things that are similar except but we do them in different ways. Second question, list the 3 ways in which Samir Ek and Samir Do were different. Answer A, on the basis of language. So A, language. While Samir Ek is more familiar with English, Samir Do speaks Hindi. Full stop. B, religion. While Samir Ek is Hindu, Samir Do is a Muslim. Full stop. The last difference between them in the basis of education. C, education. While Samir Ek goes to school, Samir Do sells newspaper. Third question, define inequality. Inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunities that are available to other persons. Fourth question, what is meant by caste system? First point, the caste system is an example of inequality. Second point, according to this, society was divided into different groups depending upon the work that people did. And they were supposed to remain in those groups. Fifth question, explain the term unity in diversity. First point, it was Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity. In his book, The Discovery of India, Jawaharlal Nehru says that Indian unity is not something imposed from outside. In third point, India's national anthem composed by Rabindranath Tagore is another expression of unity of India. With that, this lesson question answers completed. All of you write the notes, underline the important points. When I ask to send the notes, that time only you want to send the notes to me. Okay, children? Hope you get a clear picture of diversities. All of you read the textbook well, study the notes. I will send the online test tomorrow. All of you prepare well for that. Do the assignment also. Thank you, children.